So I did all these videos of the first 11 records, and I noticed along the way that I might have missed mentioning a couple names, so I made a list. It's really little, luckily, because I think I did better than I thought, but I wanted to make sure that I set aside time to do some acknowledgements. And I'm not acknowledging every single person I met in my life, and I'm not acknowledging my biology teacher, Mrs. Katzman, because, well, most of you didn't do anything for me, and what did Mrs. Katzman do? She barely passed me when she promised me she would, and no. My website and the first album cover were designed by Mark Veltri of MDV Design in Las Vegas, and I have the best looking website. A lot of people have way more stuff on it, flashier stuff, but mine is just sleek, and I think it really represents well, my taste and my interest in art, and so I was really happy with it. And people ask me all the time, you know, how did you get such a great looking website? And I said, well, I did it in black. Do your website in black and it looks good. And screw MySpace for taking away all that hard work I did in black and making their own pages for people now. I hate it. I hate what MySpace did. But Mark did a great job, and Mark kept up my website for the first couple records, and currently Gordon McCaw does my website. He handles Jesus Eyes Ministries, the non-profit organization attached to this, so if you want to make a donation and get a tax write-off, JesusEyesMinistries.com, or contact me, I'll tell you how to get there. And Gordon does all my web work, and he either designs or fixes my designs on all my CDs, and all the album credits are on the website. You can go to album credits and you could check each record out and everybody I want to thank. So I'm not going to make a big thing here, but I want to mention one more time that Reverend Charlie Earhart gave the sermon that inspired Jesus Eyes Not Unclean, and he's one of the most inspirational ministers I've ever met. A gentleman named Hector L. I know his name, but he goes by Hector L. Is responsible for the music on One Tin Soldier. I just drew a blank when we were filming that day. I felt horrible. It was like winning a Grammy and forgetting to thank God. I know there's someone I want to thank. Who was it? Oh, yeah! And he had music on MySpace. You waited to do that. You wanted to do that. He had music on MySpace that was just incredible, and I wrote him and told him, and he goes, well, I love what you're doing. And he goes, I'll do something for you anytime. And I said, send me something, and he did, and he sent me this amazing sample that we looped for One Tin Soldier, and One Tin Soldier is on Love Me Forever, by the way. You want to download it for free. And Don Maloney currently records all of my records. We work in his house, in his studio, and he tries to steer me in the right direction, but he knows it's useless. But he does an amazing job with me editing my work, engineering my work. Monster sounds great. I think he did a beautiful job making a vocal performance only record sound like anything other than a vocal performance only record. And he replaced the irreplaceable Weston Burnside, who recorded all of my records up to Leading Horses, the first half of Leading Horses, I should say. And we worked together side by side for years. He's an angel in my world. He was pastor of a Southern Baptist church who really reached out to me in the very beginning and stood by me despite our differences, culturally, spiritually, personality-wise. We broke bread together, we argued, we made up, and he helped me achieve my life's dream, my life's work. And I couldn't be more grateful for my dear friend who I miss terribly, but I know he's singing the most amazing songs for the Lord, right to the Lord's face. And I'm sorry Weston never had the chance to do this ministry himself. His songs were amazing. His voice was stunning, and he was just a beautiful brother, inside and out. And I want to take a moment to thank the posse, the Paisley posse, the ever-changing Paisley posse throughout the years have been my immediate support group, meaning if you give me money, you get to be part of the posse. That's just the rules. It all started when I played at a church where the pastor was a thug, and he was surrounded by ex-criminals that made sure that the churchies couldn't get to him. Please silence all phones and cell phones for this. What happens when you film in public places? The public's there. Anyways, this pastor was a thug in a suit. He was surrounded by thugs in suits that had just got out of prison, and they couldn't get to him. And I went, well, he's surrounded by his posse. And I was like, I want a posse. I want the Paisley posse. So we had the Paisley posse, and those are all the people that have supported me from day one. You could read their names on my website, on the album notes where it says heartfelt thanks. You can see the people that helped out. Go to the website and do that. Please just mention their names before the Lord. They deserve your prayers. The people who have stood up and made themselves accounted for with this ministry, who have supported financially, physically, with their time, with their labor, setting up the shows, and keeping me safe from the crazies, wearing the t-shirts. They're the ones that have made this continue despite the rough times. There's always room for more. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. And please, if I've left anybody out, please write me, contact me. If you see something on the website that's a mistake, I find them all the time. I'm the one who wrote everything. It's not Gordon's fault, it's my fault. Let me know and we'll fix it. But if there's any omission of any kind, it's certainly not intentional. If you read the album credits, heck, I thank my pets. So I try to remember everybody, but more than anything, I want to say that without you all, and without all of the help I've had, and without all of the support I've had, and without all the amazing people I've met along the way, I'd still have God. And God is the author and perfecter of our faith, and He gave us Jesus for that. And Jesus gave me a dream that I've had my whole life that I get to live, and I am so incredibly grateful. And if you're not currently benefiting from this, if you're not participating, and you want to find a way to really serve the Lord, there's a lot of room here for helpers, partners, supporters, assisters and brothers. Contact me. Get me on the website. You found me here, so you know how to spell my name. And if you haven't already, come to town and see a show. You'll have a great time. And if you come from out of state and you come see a show, heck, I'll buy you dinner with your money. Thank you very much.